What's up, guys? So Khrolan dropped his producer's letter yesterday, and it's been overshadowed by the golden key debacle that's happened in the last couple days. So the compensation is supposed to be up live on the glyph page. It's going to be some regrade scrolls, I believe 10 weapon, armor, and accessory, and then also some blue and green charms, plus a little bit of labor and some loyalty tokens. So you can grab that on your glyph account. But the big news coming out of his producer's letter is Erenor Eternal, I always say that backwards, 3.5 update is coming June 7th. That is the major takeaway from this. They are going to be releasing spotlight articles and more information on this, and then also the dates for the public test server very, very soon. They did a live stream yesterday about the trade changes, and it's a massive overhaul. So in this producer's letter, they talk a little bit about what's happened in Archeage, what's going to happen in 3.5, a little bit of overview of the system changes, like the trade pack changing, the conflict changing in zones, recloaking your items, fewer tiers of crafting changes, regrade. A big one here, regrade chance now listed in the regrade window. So you're going to actually be able to see the percentages, see the odds before you make that decision regrading. Massive change that I know everyone is going to be happy about, seeing the percentages of how bad regrading really is in Archeage. But now you have that chance, you have it listed. It's not going to be these little arrows or whatever that, don't really tell you that much. And then lastly, the big thing that I want to touch upon in this video is fresh start servers. They are going to happen. Look at these wordings. Look at what they talk about here. The core of Archeage is changing once again. And that leaves us with some exciting theory crafting for the future. What pass will you follow now when you have had wealth and items to fall back on? How will Ancestral Skills affect the meta beyond the class balance changes that are coming with this update? Who will be revisiting their item collection and changing the stats on things that were previously laying in a chest? And how will that affect the rise and fall of top guilds in the game? But the team here doesn't just think of what we have now. We also keep an open mind about everything that can happen in the future. Now that a few more of our core systems have changed, what does that mean for a future Fresh Start server? Launch featured everyone rushing Hasla. Fresh Start 1, players locked their eyes on a rush through the Obsidian tiers. Fresh Start 2 focused on dungeons, Missong Summit. What does Fresh Start 3 look like? It's not even a question of if it's going to happen. It's like, what does it look like? When is it going to happen is the question they're saying. And they say that it's not going to happen during 3.5. There's not going to be any server merges or evolutions or fresh start servers at 3.5. They did touch upon before saying that merges / evolutions were in the works for the lower population servers, but they're going to wait until after 3.5. So what I honestly think is going to happen is that 3.5 is going to happen, and they're going to do this kind of smartly. Finally, for once, Trine Rules will actually try and do something smart. They're going to release 3.5. They're going to have bugs and issues for a month or so, because that's always what's happened with every major patch. So a month or so is going to go through, and we'll say maybe 2 months. So 2 months has passed. They've cleaned up everything. There's very few minor content changes happening after 3.5. Korea does not have much changes available for us, so there's not much to look forward to. So they'll release those changes maybe 2 months after everything is done. They finally settled, got things working, and now they're going to start looking at the merges and evolutions of servers. This will bring us right around to September, because again, this is coming out in June, so around 2 months later, you're looking at August, September. No, July, August. You're looking at August. And so then September, if I recall correctly, is roughly the 4-year anniversary for Archeage. It may be October, but what I think is going to happen is that in September, they'll announce at the PAX convention, PAX Prime, PAX West is the big one up in Seattle, that they are going to be merging evolving servers sometime either in September or early October. And then while they are merging those servers for the special 4-year anniversary, they're going to release a new batch of fresh start servers, probably one for each North America and EU, because now instead of people being forced to merge or evolve servers and lose all their stuff, they're going to give them the option, which they did in the very first time they did server merges and evolutions, to join a new server and try out Archeage with the new content and see what the game looks like now. I think that's what's going to happen. So I think we're going to see fresh start servers and merges and evolution late September / early October. And yeah, mark your calendars for that time. I think that's when it's going to happen. It's going to be around the 4-year anniversary. So coinciding with all those big things, we're going to have 4 years of Archeage to celebrate, quote unquote. And then also, I think we're going to have merges, evolutions, condensing some of the old servers, new servers, and that's going to be the big content update. And then by that time, when they're releasing those, Korea should have information about their 4.0 update, which should give us probably new races as well and such like that. Hopefully new races. I really hope that XL Games just ramps up the content with the new races, because there's 2 more races that are in the game, but they haven't fully been developed yet. And those look very exciting. So hopefully that happens in 4.0. I mean, that's a big stretch. It took them 3 years to release these 2 new races that we have now. So I wouldn't bet on them releasing new races in 4.0, but I can dream and hope, right, guys? Anyways, that's what I think the future of Archeage looks like. Do you want to read the whole producer's letter? It is linked down below. You can check it out. And do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong on the Fresh Start servers? Are you excited for new Fresh Start servers? Are you angry that they're not treating legacy servers better? Post down in the comment section, and then look forward to more content on all the detailed system changes here for Archeage 3.5.